got 50 ups on a Saturday, and now you're getting 100 ups on a Saturday, what is it logical to do? Double the number of salespeople. You won't sell more cars unless you put more salespeople on the floor. I've been doing this too long. You can't bullshit me about this. I've tried. I've tried to force more car sales out of the same number of salespeople, and you might increase them from 10 to 12, or from 12 to 14, but you're not going to increase that 12-car salesperson to 24 a month. If you double the opportunities you give the 12-car salesperson, I'm sorry, you're not going to convince me they're going to sell 24 cars. Because they're running into all kinds of structural limitations of what they can do. How many cars can you deliver on a day? I'll never forget some of my salespeople doing the hat tricks. We all know what a hat trick is, right? The first time they would get a hat trick on a Saturday, because we now had BDC people handling their phone calls and their lead responses, which freed them up to actually do more deliveries on a Saturday. I mean, it was like they discovered Nirvana. So you can get a little bit of lift like that. But watch your opportunities. Your opportunities should determine your load, okay? So, for example, when I talk about organic growth up here, we started off with one BDC. Everybody worked in the same BDC. We split it into new car BDC, used car BDC. Then we did a parts BDC. Then we expanded the parts BDC and had a parts and a service BDC. You can see what's going on here. Now let me show you what that looks like. There we go. So this is actually the floor chart in the BDC I built, a floor plan on it. But when it brings me to a point, you have to plan for all this growth. So for example, it took me 6 months to physically build this BDC. I didn't hire the people before the BDC was built. We projected our growth, we built the BDC facility, and then as the facility was coming online ready, we used the car sales simulator and we used online to screen through the applicants so that we could take 500 applicants. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to go into details, but if you ever do an online ad and you're not getting a lot of applicants, you need to talk to me. I typically will post an online ad for a dealership, and the way I create them usually results in 300 to 500 applications within the first 10 days. Okay, now a lot of people will look at the way I do it and they'll say, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that, Ralph. You're kind of not letting them know that we're selling cars. Well, it's a little bit of a stealth activity, but if you can get people to go through the car sales simulator, guess what they figure out? Thank you very much. If they get through the car sales simulator, what do they know? The job is about selling cars. Because I don't care where you work in the sales department. I don't care if you're talking about the receptionist on the showroom floor. I want everybody to be focused on what does the sales department do? We sell. So I don't care if you're responding to internet leads, if you're working in the BDC, if you're the receptionist, if you're the person responsible for going through the checklist and doing the delivery so the salespeople can sell more cars, you need to be focused on what the sales department does, its core mission, which is to sell something. So